Hello, my fellow warriors. How are you today? I wanted to come and talk with you for a little bit. Very off topic, um, but in many ways, I feel very on topic. And I wanted to come talk to you today because of everything that's going on and then everything that's going on with us, right? So, the climate in the world is crazy. We have political unrest. We have injustice that's just rampant, and we are all home and with nothing much to do. So we are glued to the television and we are seeing it all. We're seeing all of it, and it's rough. Um, I know that as a warrior community, we have our own pains. We have our own emotional pain and physical pain that we deal with on an everyday basis. And so that is the backdrop on which all of these other things are happening. And so I thought about it and I thought, I wonder how my fellow warriors are doing just emotionally. I know that we have also lost a lot of people recently, and sometimes it's hard for me to stop and think about it because I literally feel like I can't breathe. And I thought about it, made me think about some things that are important, and that is breathing through your pain. When women are in labor, they actually are taught to go to Lamaze class. In some countries, not. But let's talk about where we are right now. And they are taught to breathe, and they are taught to breathe because they know that they are going to be giving birth and it's going to be a painful process, and they can't afford to stop breathing because they need oxygen for themselves and for that baby. And so they need to keep breathing through the pain. So they are taught that in advance of the pain. And then through the pain, during delivery of this baby, there are coaches there. There's, usually a family member or a doula or someone next to them that is like a constant cheerleader saying push and breathe and rest and push and breathe, and so that they are careful to breathe through the pain. um, we aren't necessarily taught that. And sometimes I catch myself holding my breath in the middle of pain, whether it is physical pain or it is emotional pain. I find myself not being able to breathe during the pain. And that is a dangerous time to stop breathing because we could die, right? I mean, think about us with sickle cell disease and how we need the oxygen for our red blood cells to actually plump up and not be under stress. We need that oxygen for delivery to our very starving tissues. We need that oxygen. So we can't afford to stop breathing. And in fact, oftentimes, because we stop breathing, because we splint, because we hold our breath when we are in the most pain, it can cause end organ damage. It causes end organ damage. Um, it's the reason why it is so inhumane to have someone sit in a waiting room in pain for anything more than half an hour, because they are going to be in so much pain that they don't even want to expand their chest wall to breathe, and that can put them in jeopardy. But even more so, we are not taught how to do that through emotional pain. And we are having a lot of emotional pain. We are watching our loved ones die with silly reasons sometimes, because of neglect in the emergency room, sometimes because people thought they were faking and they were in tremendous amounts of pain, sometimes because people sent them home early because they thought that they should have been better, sometimes because people are asking them to do unreasonable things with a whole lot of pain, and they can't do it, and their body stops. They are overwhelmed with pain, and their heart stops. And for us, the living, I want us to be able to keep living. It is painful what we are having to experience with this, plus all that is going on in the world. Everything from, Ahmaud Arbery to Breonna Taylor to George Floyd to Rashard Brooks to, I mean, it's endless. It is endless, and it is painful, and you are tempted to hold your breath because it is that painful. That is always the temptation, is to hold your breath when it's that painful. But that is the time we need to breathe the most. So I am asking you to please be in touch with the fact that that pain needs for you to breathe through it in order for you to live. Okay? I need you to keep taking deep breaths, like literally stopping and I need you to breathe just like that. I need you to breathe often, because there is a lot that you are assimilating, and I am worried about you. I think of what I'm going through in my thoughts and emotions, and re-evaluating, things, and looking at, you know, friendships, and looking at, you know, people being silent at a time when I wish they would speak, and all of those things that, that we internalize, because to us, we have so many bigger fish to fry, but those things are just as real, and they're happening, and we're processing it with this backdrop of physical and emotional pain. We already had our share of PTSD going to the emergency room, and now we're having to watch people die, get murdered in broad daylight, right? And and that itself is a whole other layer of PTSD that you really got to work through. You really got to find your fight. You really got to be determined that this is not going to knock you down and keep you down. That even if it may have knocked you down for a day, that you got to get back up, that you got to keep going, that you got to keep fighting, because your body needs you to breathe through that pain and get itself to the next day and the next day and the next day. I want you guys to think of something that makes you truly happy doing. Something at home, some kind of pastime. Turn off the news for a little bit, shut down Facebook even for a little bit, and just Enjoy something that will take your mind off of everything that is going on, because it's just a little much. And I'm thinking to myself that I'm a pretty balanced person in general. You know, heights of pain might take that away, but in general, I'm a pretty balanced person. And if I'm feeling the things that I'm feeling with all of the people that have passed away, and all of the pain that my body goes through, and all of the emotional pain that is out there, that I am having to watch and endure. And I'm thinking to myself, if I feel this way, how are my fellow sickle cell warriors feeling? I don't know. But I want you to be able to breathe through your pain, and I want you to be able to get to the other side of this. Please, I'm asking you, find something happier, turn down the negativity, and breathe. Take a moment, take a time out, and rejuvenate. I hope that you understand where I'm coming from. I believe you do. I mean, you are a population that I know is very in tuned with injustice, and so when you see injustice in the world, I know that it resonates and it hurts, and so I want to be able to just stop, for us to stop together. Stop, take some breaths, and breathe, because we need to live. We need to keep living. I hope you have a great rest of your week. God bless, and I'll talk with you soon. Take good care. Bye bye.